We are taking a 2-week trip up to Montana. And in case you don't know, we live in Kansas, so it's going to be a little bit of a drive. We plan to stay in our van for the entire 2 weeks. So we'll see how this goes with me, my wife, the teenager, and 2 dogs. We get along pretty good most of the time, so it should be alright. I'm excited to get out of here though. And speaking of excited to get out of here, the dogs are definitely ready to go. And the van is packed. Even though it's late in the day, we're going to go ahead and get out of here and see if we can get a few hours up the road. So let's go! And I'd like to bring it to your attention that in the description below, I'm going to put GPS coordinates of all the places that we stayed, so you can check them out if you want to. Well, we finally hit the road. We only made it a couple hours north. We're Elm Creek, Nebraska. Little fishing spot kind of place here. Really neat little place. You can see the creek and everything right here behind us. There's a couple little lagoons and creeks and all kinds of little places just to kind of park next to it in this little area. We're just like a mile south of I-80, something like that. So really beautiful place. And of course, Slothy enjoyed the evening, didn't you? Anyway, I spent the night here, and now we're gonna hit the road again. I think we might go up to Badlands today. Don't know. What you doing, turkey? Oh, I need to clean our windshield too. Make a run for it. Alright, goodbye. So we are at the Nebraska National Forest. This is like the little picnic area part of it. And apparently the entire forest is back up in that way. And I'm not real sure. We just kind of swung in here on a whim because, well, we wanted to stop and walk the dogs and take a restroom break. Neat little area. Don't really know much about it other than it is the largest hand-planted forest, and I don't know if that's in the United States or the world. So anyway, cool little area. This picnic area is really nice down in here. Really neat. But just a quick little break along the way, and we'll continue along the sand hills of Nebraska for a while here. We just got out of the rolling plains, which were gorgeous, the tall grass plains back there. Now we're into the sand hills, so a little different country. And we're trying to make our way up to the Badlands today. Side note, it was the largest man-made national forest in the world, as in past tense. But the Nebraska National Forest has been surpassed by a larger man-made forest in China. We made it to the Badlands that afternoon, and it was really busy. Unfortunately, dogs are not allowed on the trails, and being as how it was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, we could not leave them in the van, even for just a short walk. So we weren't able to get out and explore. Also, all the campgrounds were full, which meant we just kept on driving right past all the prairie dogs.
What's up?
Killdeer. Where'd they go? Oh, still in front of us. We're gonna get you, killdeer. We're gonna get you. No, it gave up.
Oh, thank goodness you left my nest.
What highway are we off of? Oh, that is dirty.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Is that 44?
Sounds right.
We're south of Highway 44. But neat place to camp. Yep, Badlands are full, so kept on driving. We actually found this spot because of iOverlander. There was actually a spot way back off over that way, a couple miles, that iOverlander actually had marked, which is a parking spot and a bath facilities, restroom facilities, whatever, toilet. There we go. That's what I'm trying to think of. But you can spend the night in that parking lot. It's a spot to unload your ATVs and stuff. But we kept driving through the grasslands because you can camp anywhere in the grasslands as long as, you know, you have access to that area. So we pulled in up here. It's really neat. Absolutely amazing. We're kind of almost happy that the Badlands was full and we couldn't find a campsite because this is neat. We got it all to ourselves. No neighbors. Lots of cool rocks around here. These are neat little things. And of course, cow pies. So I don't know, somebody made this collection of rocks here, or why those are all piled up like that, but they're just kind of everywhere. Just everywhere you look, you find another neat rock. I think that's just, is that quartz? That's gotta be straight up quartz. Cool. Man, this is a really neat place. No shade, obviously, because you're just plunked out in the middle of the prairie, but otherwise, really, really neat place. Are you a happy puppy? Are you happy, Dakota? Sorry it's a little bit warm for you, but you're out on the prairie.
Kind of not bad right now.
Yeah, it's starting to feel good, cooling off.
And he could be in the shade if he wanted to.
Yeah, but Zoe is doing something. Zoe's doing something and he's jealous. Because he can't do it because he'll leave.
Well, if you wouldn't leave, dude. He's like, but there's so far to go. Look how far there is to go.
Zoe, now what do you...
First look at it, though. Very good.
Yeah, where's he at? I can't see him in the viewfinder.
He's so cute.
Why can I not see him in the viewfinder? Oh, there. Hi. Oh, he's got an orange stripe on his back, too. So.
You got video on them?
Yep.
Okay.
He's waving his tongue at me. Hi, guy. What you doing? Looks like a nice place to sun yourself.
Dakota!
He is out.
He's so out. Dakota! Dakota! He's just pretending because he doesn't want to lose his spot.
Ooh, trying to film out here and tell you we're getting ready to hit the road, but the sun is intense. I don't have a hat on and making me squint. Of course, we just got up too, so we slept so hard last night. Oh my goodness, we have not had this good of sleep in months. Oh, my wife and I were talking about this morning. I was like, man, this was the best sleep we've had in a very, very long time. But the sun is way up in the sky, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning now. So we were kind of surprised that it's only 8 with the sun being that far up there. We're gonna hit the road. We have no idea where we're going today. Our goal for this trip is actually Lewiston, Montana, and like when we get there isn't set in stone, and the route we take isn't set in stone. So if we find stuff along the way, we'll stop. If we find a campsite that we really like, we'll stop for the night. No idea. We're just playing it by ear and having fun. But this place was amazing, man. With the Buffalo Gap's grassland, which is, there's quite a bit of it apparently out here, but this particular area we stopped at, It was really, really nice. We really enjoyed it. Montana! Slothy approved. We're up into Montana. Boy, it looks exactly like Kansas to me. Whew. What you doing? I think the name of the town is like Ekalaka or something. I'd be totally wrong on that. We're not even at the town, it's just the road going to it from the highway. We just pulled off the highway real quick. Just for a little pit stop. Mama's out there somewhere. We just saw her. Fort Peck Lake. We drove into what's this called? Lake Peck, Fort Peck Lake. Dang it, I forgot the name. Too many places, too many names jammed in my head. We drove all the way into Elm Creek, hoping to go camping, but the place is completely full. We cannot find an open spot. There's a little lookout up here on top of this hill that we have been debating about whether we want to try to spend the night here. We can't see any no camping signs. It's a nice big open lot. Don't know if we can stay here or not, but I think if we couldn't stay here, they'd have signs up, because everywhere else that there's open lots that you cannot camp, they have it very well marked, no camping. So it's a really nice spot right here. And look at this view. I'll turn you around. That is a heck of a view down there to the lake. That's just one little speck of the lake. It just kind of comes up this valley for a ways. This lake is huge, apparently. And it is down. That is so steep. Pretty neat. But I don't know. We're debating if we're going to stay here or move on, because it is so hot right now. Due to the heat, we drove on. Winnett, we turned north and went up, took a little gamble on this little Payola Reservoir. Payola Reservoir, right?
Payola Reservoir.
And this is a cool little place. Tiny little pond, and all to ourselves, way out in the middle of the pasture, 10 miles off the highway, and nobody out here. So, cool little picnic area here. Gorgeous sunset. Of course, the camera's not even coming close to doing it justice. But beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
Alright, family picture. Come here, guys. No, I need a shade. Never mind.
Can't see your face in this light anyway.
I like that idea. Alright, come here.
You enjoying this spot, buddy? I got a grunt. Are you enjoying this spot? You guys are happy. Look how happy they are.
Focus.
It won't focus in this light.
Apparently not.
So, how's your evening going?
Not too shabby. It'd be great if I wasn't so hot. I think I'll cool down soon though.
Well, Slothy, did you enjoy this place? Slothy approved. There's this nice little fenced-in area here with a couple picnic tables in it and a couple fire rings. I don't know if you can. Yeah, there's a fire ring over there. Maybe you can see that. So that way the cattle don't bug you. And then there's a spot through the fence right there. You can slip in and out. There are cattle in here. We did not see any this time, but there's definitely some cow pies laying around. But yeah, if you want to be in there, set up your tent in there or whatever, then you don't have to worry about the cattle bugging you. So, nice little place. Really, really enjoyed this place. Looks just like Kansas to me. This is exactly like Kansas. All right. I think we're out of here, huh?
Yeah, I hope so. You love it.